Hi, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to Squintillions. Today I'm talking about Fundrise, an online investment platform for investing in the private real estate market. It works by depositing your money into a Fundrise account, which then is distributed across multiple building and refurbishment projects that Fundrise has all across the United States. For $500, you can open a starter portfolio in Fundrise. Or if you have $1,000, you can open a core portfolio and choose from one of three investment areas. You can choose supplemental income, balanced investing, or long-term growth. And I'll go into a little more detail on these in a moment. I've invested $1,000 in the balanced investing portfolio as part of the 2019 Grow Your Dough Challenge. In the Grow Your Dough Challenge, people are putting $1,000 into the investments of their choice, and then we're seeing how these fare after a year. I think that Fundrise is a good way to diversify your overall portfolio, but I don't think it would be the only place that I would be investing my money. They do have a return averaging 11% per year, but there are no guarantees on that income amount. Also, important to note is that Fundrise lacks liquidity. Unlike your bank account, where you can withdraw money fairly easily, your money is tied up in these property investments with Fundrise, and they will incur a penalty if you withdraw early. So if you do open a Fundrise account, plan to think of it as more of a long-term investment and keeping your money in there for 5 or more years. There are fees for having a Fundrise account. They are 0.15% advisory fee and a 0.85% management fee. That means for each $1,000 that you have invested in Fundrise, they will deduct $10 from your account each year. There is a way to mitigate these fees if you use their Refer a Friend program. If you refer a friend and they open an account following your Refer a Friend link, then you will both have your fees waived for 90 days. I've included my Refer a Friend link in the description of this video. So if you're interested in opening an account after you watch, then please use my link and we both will get our fees waived. Let's take a look at Fundrise.
This is the page you land on once you log into Fundrise. You can see I've opened a core account under the Balanced Investing Plan in January of 2019. This box shows the earnings and the graph shows the account value. It looks good, but there's only a $4 difference here in these dollar amounts, $999 to $1,003. If you go further down, you can see recent activity in the projects. This one is finishing up in LA. These are some pretty nice looking places. Okay, I'm going to show you the portfolio section now. This is one of my favorite parts. You've got this little circle which shows all of the different projects you're invested in. And you also have a graph which shows the same thing. So across the bottom you have a Fundrise rating, and this is the projected return. So if I click on one of these, this one, okay, this has got a D2 Fundrise rating. I click on that, it gives you a little bit more detail, how much money they've committed to this project, where it is, and their projected return. And you can view even more details. It's one of the nice things about this platform is how much information they give you. Go back. Also, you can find the same thing on the circle. So that was the apartment development in Oregon City. So if I look on my circle, I find the D2 rating and I click on it, and then I can find here the new apartment development in Oregon City, and then I click on it. I get the same information that I had earlier from clicking on the graph. Really like this feature. Another one I want to show is in B2. I'm going to show you another project. These are stabilized apartments in Anaheim, California. You see how nice this looks, and the projected return is a little bit less. That's because there's a lower risk on this project. We've got much higher funding from other sources here. I'm going to look at the menu on the top now. Your account. These things here, overview, shows the same thing we're pretty much looking at now. So I'm going to skip ahead to the portfolio, which is a little bit of what we just saw. You still get your graph and this ring of projects, but it also shows you the positions that you hold in these different REITs, the percentage and the amount. Now, I only put $1,000 in here as part of the Grow Your Dough Challenge, and this is how it's been broken up. And these things are in different stages of development: operating, stabilizing, and ramping up. Look further down, you can see all of your active projects in one place. You get your rating and a picture and the location, and you can go one by one and look at each one individually from this point. Maybe you're a more visual person and you want to see what something looks like based on these pictures. Go in, say, oh, that looks interesting. I want to look at that a little bit more. You get your project timeline in here. So this is some really nice interactive features to see exactly where your money is. I really like the platform. And so resources, this is packed full of information. So many articles that you can read about investing in real estate. The most important questions to ask before you invest in real estate. Everything you've ever wanted to know about Fundrise fees. What are Fundrise's dividends? Bringing portfolio theory into the age of the internet. So many different interesting articles to read if you want to find out more information. That's just the 101. It becomes even more in-depth as you go into the advanced investing section. Now we have the About Fundrise section, which presumably you can read that on the main website before you even sign up, and that's what you should be doing. But I want to highlight one section here, and that's the eDirect technology. If you're looking to sign up, this is the part that you want to consider before you sign up, is the choose an investment plan to get started. I mentioned this earlier. This is where you choose between supplemental income, balanced investing, or long-term growth if you're investing with $1,000 or more to get started. I chose balanced investing. Let's have a look at the details. And this is what I'm in. Key takeaways: aim to earn returns via a blend of dividends and appreciation. Invest in a balanced mix of income and growth strategies. And the portfolio is allocated across both debt and equity real estate assets. And you can see the percentages here. They've got your projected growth here. So again, such a nice looking platform here from Fundrise with details about every little thing you could want to know about where your investment is. Okay. And we'll go back, have a quick look at long-term growth. Okay, this is the growth-oriented portfolio. And then it gives you similar information here. One more thing I want to show here, and that's the historical performance. So this is some pretty impressive returns. I think you can't really be too upset with a 9.11% return. It looks really good. You got your cumulative total return shown here. Compare to other investments you can make. A little bit of publicity info. And let me come back to this again. Let's look at what the supplemental income shows. This one's much higher in dividends, but will have a lower growth level. I'm actually looking forward to the Grow Your Dough Challenge to be completed so I can add some more money into my account, because I'm really happy with the way this company is doing business, and it's something that I want to support in the future. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you would like to continue to follow me on the Grow Your Dough Challenge, remember to subscribe, because I will be adding additional videos about the other platforms that I'm investing my money in.